Yo, what's up, guys? We are back on Zombie Defense, and pretty much I'm going to be making a base for Deathblood right here. He is a level 52, and so pretty much from there, we're just going to go ahead and try to make him something right off the bat. We did do a couple of waves so he could get a little bit more money just because it doesn't have too many items here. But we'll go ahead and just start this off, and I'm not exactly sure what we're going to make just because he doesn't exactly have too much OP stuff, but we'll definitely figure it out as we go. All right, and he just bought some chests right now, so I think we're gonna go ahead and start. I think we're gonna go ahead and work on the middle part. We might not be able to build too much, unfortunately, but that's gonna be that's gonna have to just do with what we got. I wish he would have had more event turrets, because definitely these event turrets are pretty okay. I'm pretty sure he'll be playing it a little bit more, but in any case, let's go ahead and just kind of start racking up some stuff here. Let's see, 1, 2. That wouldn't work. All right, so I think we're just gonna work right here and just kind of work outwards and just try to figure out what else we could do here. I'm gonna have some like little holders right here on each of the 4 quadrants, and then after that I'll probably expand a bit more. But we will be right back. All right, and so right now I think we're just gonna have event turrets kind of like in the middle. He doesn't exactly have too many other event turrets, which is all right. And from here, I think we're just gonna start working on top now. But I'm just trying to figure out. Mechanical turrets I'll probably have in the middle of the build, and I'll probably put the rockets kind of towards the outside of the build just to see how that goes. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how we're able to structure this. He does have 20 of the Teslas up here, or not Tesla, electric. Yeah, electric turrets, but I call them Tesla turrets. Shockies are Teslas as well, and then you have your regular Teslas. So we're going to have to just figure out what I want to do. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what we did so far. So right now we have this right here in the middle. We have a lot of shield generators in the middle. He, for some reason, has more shield generators and special or limited event turrets, which is fine because he's going to have a little bit more defense and stuff are going to be able to be pretty much held off. So definitely having the shield generator is going to be a great impact. Plus, we did put a couple of rockets on top with some Teslas up there as well. And right now we're going to be working on the outside. So fingers crossed I could come up with something clever. So right now we did kind of complete the middle, and I just added a couple structures here as well, some mechanical turrets and some ice turrets. We got the Tesla types turrets, electric, shocky on top, and we got some more rockets as well. I was kind of debating what else we should do, but for right now I think this is what we're gonna go and have. And I'm still kind of debating what I want to do for the rest of the build, just because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do as of right now. Definitely I could do some corner wedges as well, which would probably be better. But I still have everything like to try to prep right now, so we're just gonna see what we do. All right, so pretty much we are kind of done here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and explain what we did here. So pretty much on the corners of each side, we do have a Tesla turret on top, which is going to be electric, but we're just going to call it Tesla because it falls in the Tesla family, as well as some basic type turrets that fall into the family of basic types, which is going to include our Hydro as well as our, I forget what it's called. I don't remember if it's called Flame or what it is. And then we also have the basic ones right on the bottom. We have some cannons as well, just to go ahead and just try to fill in a void right there. And also we do have these like little spike little traps. Pretty much when the wave starts, they should fall since they are made out of brick. And in the middle, we do have some weaker stuff, but at the end of the day, you know, we wanted to go ahead and try to fill this up as much as we could. I went ahead and asked him, and I was like, hey, you want me to go ahead and fill it up a little bit more? And he said, sure, let's go ahead and do it. In the middle, we do have a rocket as well as some Tesla turrets right here, the shock and electric. And we also have our mechanical ice ones as well, kind of like guarding the middle of it. And in the middle, we do have a little wall right here with some obsidian blocks. We have a lot of the event turrets, shields, as well as some rockets on top as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a little quick look around because it seemed like we did have a couple things that were misplaced. So let me go ahead and delete that real quickly. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and see if we could actually test out the build. But yeah, so far that's what we had. Overall time was an hour and 10 minutes, but realistically, I did have some help. Pretty much Jeff was able to assist me with the build a lot more than some previous people that I have made their builds before. Some people go AFK, but he was able to help and assist me with creating the build as well. And I think that's pretty much going to be it. So let's go ahead and see if we could test it. And if we're unable to do it, then we might just go ahead and end it there, just because I would rather test it in the public compared to the privates. But yeah, we might barely meet the requirements for turrets. Realistically, I think we should, but let's go ahead and see if we start on wave 1. And it does look like we are going to be able to do it. And so pretty much all of our traps have fallen. And I'm just going to go ahead and go into like a little sky view. And you know what? I'm actually going to turn out. Let me see if I have boost. Yeah, I do have boost. So I'm going to turn that off just because I don't want that to ruin the game. And when I say ruin, it's not going to ruin it. It's just I want to see what this build can do on its own. But yeah, so pretty much it does look like we are going to be doing pretty well to start off with. It does look like these turrets are going to be engaging. And right now, the first couple zombies don't exactly have a cross path finding. I think it's at wave 20 when they start going into a certain line. And the whole plan is for them to walk straight down here. But we do have a decent amount of defense for sure. So let's go ahead and see how far we can make it. Every 10 we'll go ahead and report on it. And after that, we'll just see what happens. All right, so the first boss is here. And he got knocked. It took him a little bit longer than the usual ones. But we do have all of our stronger turrets kind of in the middle. So definitely did get knocked out. It took like 2 seconds. But aside from that, we did all right. So let's go ahead and head to 20. So now we are on wave 20, and we're just waiting for the boss to spawn in, and there he is. Look at that. It does look like he is going to get knocked before he could even make it, though. So definitely pretty easy kill right there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and potentially just continue walking around, destroying some tombstones, and then after that, once we get to like the higher waves, once we get to like 50, I'll probably stop and just let everyone else do their thing. Some of them are AFK, unfortunately, but aside from that, it's a good build, and I just want to see like how well it could hold up on its own without having the assistance of the entire team. All right, wave 30, and so far the build has taken a little bit of exterior damage, and as we wait for this big boy to show up, oh my, there's a building here. As we wait for the big guy to show up, I think I'm just gonna knock this off. Just for fun, just because there's nothing else to do. But so far, our spikes haven't really taken as much damage as I would have predicted. And here comes the Titan boss. Actually, let me see if I can fly to him real quickly. Is he dead? No, he's still alive. There he is. All right, so let's go ahead and see what exactly is happening over here. So he is getting stuck on the wall, which is pretty good. He is taking a little bit of damage, but now all the other turrets are going to be shooting him. He is kind of slow right now, and he got knocked. Overall, that's probably the biggest structural damage to the exterior, but we have lost a couple of the regular cannons as well. And realistically, these cannons right here don't really have that much range, but they do have like a decent amount of health. So that's another reason why I have them there as cannon fodder. So let's go ahead and move to 40, just see what happens on 40. So we are on wave 40 right now, and there's not really too much damage to report aside from where the boss entered in. Yeah, there's not really much. For some reason, I don't know. I don't think the turrets are that strong on the outside. And here comes the boss, the robo boss over there. But yeah, I don't know why we haven't really seen too much exterior damage. But overall right here, we're going to get a little bit more damage. Doesn't exactly look like that Tesla right there is actually doing its job, though. And of course, there is a building that just spawned right here. So now we're just going to go ahead and wait for him to get knocked out. It does look like we have the entire team over here, minus me kind of hammering an anvil. And pretty much he is knocked. But yeah, overall, having this entire like build, this kind of like boxed in like area with all blocks. Mine is like one couple of minor openings that we have on each side. It's able to hold off the bosses, which is pretty nice. And we haven't had any structural damage just yet. Hopefully I don't jinx that, but yeah, let's go ahead and fast forward and see what we have for the next one. Good news is now they have cross path finding, so they are walking through this path right here, which is pretty nice to see. So now our bigger turrets are definitely going to be hitting them. And I know this isn't the boss, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you that they are finally walking through the path, which is definitely a big W for us, because now our turrets in the middle will be able to get a little bit more of a little bit more entertainment, I guess you could say. But yeah, let's go ahead and just go to the next boss on 50. So we finally hit 50, and I'm just in the bird's eye view, just preparing to zoom in to the boss once he comes in. But overall, the base has progressively developed into actually working beyond my expectations right now. And there we go. We have the boss right there. And for some reason, I'm just stuck. So let's go ahead and try to zoom into him, see what he's doing right there, and just see how long it takes for him to get knocked. But he is going to be doing a lot more damage. And he decided to walk over, but he didn't walk over completely. It does look like we are going to see the radioactive boss barely hitting 50% on health. And it does look like he's going to have a little bit of resistance from some of the players as well. And he is going to get knocked there. Pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And I think we're just going to go ahead and move on to the next one. And pretty much his personal is 61, wave 61, which I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to beat. But yeah, let's go ahead and fast forward to the next one. And now we're on wave 60, currently just waiting for the boss. And we're seeing a little bit more engagement towards the middle and the center of it. And I want to say that our turrets on the outside are kind of doing they're kind of struggling a little bit, trying to do their own thing, but realistically, I don't think they're going to be able to keep up. But there's the boss coming in right hot, and so we're going to try to zoom into him as quickly as we possibly can while I try to get a little bit closer to him. But so far, the engagement right here, as you guys could see, he is currently defeating some of the stuff over here, but he is currently stuck as well. Going to give the players a little bit of time to advance on him. We do have one person attacking, and that so pretty much it's going to be him that's mainly going to be attacking. I'm not sure if reinforcements are going to be joining him. It doesn't look like. It looks like we have one person that's AFK right there. Another one over there is more focused on the buildings, and he is actually focused on the boss. So definitely he is going to be running amok, but it looks like he did get slowed down a little bit by the hydro turrets. Not exactly sure how long the effects actually last, but he is going to be able to potentially make it to this part right here. He might actually destroy the pillar, and he might actually not get that lucky. We're going to see right now. We're going to have a little bit of an engagement right there, and it does look like he is going to die. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to go ahead and just fast forward to the next one, but we are pretty much, without a doubt, going to beat his high score of 61. So yeah, let's go ahead and just continue where we left off. So we're finally on 70, and I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like the boss on 70 might actually not be that big of a deal compared to like the zombies that are currently on the map. But let's go ahead and kind of like move closer to him. He's actually right next to me. So right now he's just going to be walking through. It does look like we have one person over there that's not paying attention to the boss, but it looks like we are going to have a little bit of an engagement. He is a little slow as well. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think the Hydras even hit them. I wonder if the spikes have a slow effect on them, or they have a special effect, kind of like the cave turrets do. But it does look like he is going to kind of make his way up. He is probably going to take out the mechanical turret as he's there. Hopefully he doesn't, because we need that mechanical. Nope, he knocked it off. He used it like a toothpick. It's gone now. But yeah, he's going to get stuck there, and I don't see him actually making it any farther than that. Overall, though, he is pretty much going to get knocked off pretty quickly. But yeah, so pretty much we did lose a mechanical turret, but like we are starting to see a lot of internal like damage to the structure. So fingers crossed, we will be able to survive. And this only takes one more hit until it falls over. Oh my. But yeah, we'll definitely see how it goes. Fingers crossed we'll actually make it pretty far. If not, then it is what it is. So I'm not quite sure that we are going to be able to make it to wave 80. If I assist the build, for sure we will. I think I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'm going to start assisting the build. But realistically, if I did not step in, there's not a 100% guarantee that we would survive. Mainly because these guys are getting a little bit tankier, and since there isn't really too many strong turrets on the field, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for our heavier turrets to do it on its own, especially when we probably, maximum we have is probably like 20 heavies right now. Let me see. We have 5, what is that? So about like maybe less than 14, 15 heavies, unfortunately. So definitely if you had more heavies, it'd be a little bit more easier. But yeah, for right now, I'm pretty confident we'll be able to make it at 80. Once the boss spawns in, though, I will not be assisting the build just because I want to go ahead and see how the build fares on its own. Even though I'm pretty confident, even if the boss is attacked and gets destroyed, we are going to lose all our shield gens for sure. We're already losing our exterior shield gens as we speak right now, too. We have lost a couple on the side that I have been able to notice. But it only looks like it's been in one corner, which is going to be here and these two right here. So we lost only 3. But yeah, we'll definitely see what happens in the next one. And now we have hit wave 80, so we're gonna go ahead and see where this boss spawns in from. Actually, I'm gonna zoom out because I won't get that animation. But yeah, as of right now, I don't know. The build is definitely taking some heat. So if we're able to knock out all the zombies before the boss comes in, which doesn't, I don't think it's gonna happen. Um, it'll be better if all the zombies are dead and we're just focusing on the boss, because if the turrets are all scattered and attacking multiple locations, it might be a little bit problematic. And he looks like he's stuck, actually. Is he stuck? All right, so I guess he's on vacation. Dude, he's inside the ground. Oh my god. Well, now he figured out how to get out of the ground, I guess, but he is going to get a little bit of a grenade launcher right here. A little bit of resistance from one of our players here, and it just looks like the other person, I have no idea where he's at. Oh, he's right there. He's going for the building, or he's actually doing the moonwalk, so he might DC. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. It does look like even though we technically have 2 people AFK, technically 3 if he's DC'd. I'm going to consider myself AFK because I'm not really attacking. Yeah, he actually got knocked. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I do not see us actually surviving the next one. I don't, because right now the build's already taking like a good amount of damage. We're losing all our turrets. Our structure exterior has been breached, and a lot of our spikes are no longer on the outside. So all those volleys that these guys are going to be tossing, those balls that do extra damage, definitely not going to look good. But we do have like a little bit of defense left on the inside, but I don't think that's going to be enough. But we'll go ahead and find out. All right, so we're on the next wave, and so far, all of our exterior is pretty much demolished. Mine is this side. I'm not even sure how this side has so much left in it, and it's kind of crazy to me, too, because, yeah, the cannons didn't even get touched. I'm kind of confused. Um, yeah, I'm actually very confused. Why didn't these cannons get touched? What the hell? Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and just try to figure out where this guy's gonna spawn in. But as you guys can see right here, we pretty much are losing the majority of our shield gens, and we do have some people that are outside on the exterior just patrolling. This guy is throwing some grenades as well. Pretty much our main weapon right now of choice are grenades or grenade launchers. And here comes the void boss, which I cannot see because he's right behind me. There he is. Let's actually see if he's gonna knock out these turrets right here. Nope, he just walked. Okay, he knocked one out. 2 out. Okay, I guess he's gonna just chill there. But yeah, he's gonna have 200,000 health. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. We are gonna see a little bit of a resistance right here from 2 players. I'm definitely gonna be over there just kind of minding my own business. And he is gonna go for the structure right here, which is gonna slow him down, which is gonna give the players some time to go ahead and knock him out. And overall, we have 2 grenades for sure that are probably gonna be doing about like 8k damage per max. But yeah, we do have our more stronger turrets in the middle since the majority of the mechanics are already gone. But yeah, so right here, he is going to get a little stuck, and he's finally going to start moving up. Shield gens are definitely going to be falling down now. But it looks like we are going to be able to knock him. So there you go. There you have it. So he has been knocked. Now we're going to go ahead and wait for the next one. So next we got 100. So let's see if we're able to make it to 100, or we might die before 100. But let's go ahead and find out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and step in again and just assist on the middle of the build just because the flag is going to be exposed very, very soon. So I'm just going to stick to the middle right here. And it does look like if I didn't step in, it would have probably fallen a little bit quicker. But yeah, now I'm just going to walk away and just pretend I didn't do anything. And yeah, so we only have 1 shield gen left. And I'm just going to go ahead and go into a bird's eye view. It looks like he did come back. He moved a little bit, but it doesn't look like he's going to do much more. We do have the bacteria, aka the interstellar turret on top, attacking. He's not attacking on the bottom, so I guess he doesn't work like Teslas do, which is pretty interesting. So anything that gets under him, he won't be able to attack. But yeah, so far, once this shield gen goes down, it's going to be game unless these guys are going to be throwing grenades in the middle, which looks like they are. But pretty much no shield gens means that the boss is going to be able to have a straight path in. But yeah, let's go ahead and just wait for the boss to spawn in if we make it that far. So the base is currently at 55 right now on health. Well, now it's at 50%. Yeah, I'm not going to assist anymore on the defense. I just want to see if it goes down on its own. We have 2 people already guarding it. And it doesn't exactly look like it's going to be going too well. Wave 99 right now. Not exactly sure how it's going to go down, but we do still have a couple turrets that are kind of airborne right now that are going to go ahead and focus down as well, but it's not going to be enough. Unfortunately, due to the fact he doesn't have too many too many heavy turrets, too many limited turrets, the event turrets. It's going to be a little bit it's kind of safe to say that it's not going to make it past 101. We might be able to beat the boss, but at that point we are going to have some zombies that should be able to like run amok. And when I say run amok, they're going to be speedy. But yeah, right now we're at 100, but there's no shield gens. The boss is going to have, I think it's going to be 500,000 health. And at that point too, even if they're able to survive, I don't know. I don't. It's not looking good. But right now we are on 100, just waiting for it, for this boss to spawn in. But the flag is gonna take some damage. Also, when the cutscene happens too, I'm not exactly sure if the zombies still get to move as well. I don't know if they fixed that when it first came out, because I haven't really been paying attention usually, because my base is I run on my own, like my personal stuff. Usually, they're never able to get through until the boss is able to wipe it out. But it does look like the flag is at 10. 15 right now, so definitely it is taking a little bit more damage. We got a lot more demon zombies on the field as well. I might just entertain the fact that I'm just gonna launch a couple more rockets right here, or not rockets, grenades. But it looks like pretty much, nope, we lost. All right, so we were able to make it 100. Unfortunately, it wasn't exactly the boss, but overall we did pass his wave 61 for his highest. His new is going to be 100. We did have 4 players in here though, so that might have a big factor on the progression of how this base went. If it was just by himself, it could be completely different, you know. I didn't attack for the bosses, but I was attacking once in a while, if I ever just kind of felt like it would probably be a little bit more beneficial for me to attack, just to get a little bit more content out there. But overall, it was a great build. And once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care.